flesh, and foliage. The forest of the undying. A dense, ancient forest, shrouded in mist, in the heart of a forgotten forest, where the boundary between life and death blurs, a terror unfolds that defies the imagination. Sarah, Mark, Lisa, and Mike, huddled around a campfire in the heart of the dark forest. These survivors, forced into a world overrun by the undead, now seek refuge amidst the shadows and dread of the haunted woods. The survivors sit in tense silence, their faces etched with fear and exhaustion. We can't stay here forever. We need to find a way out of this forest. There's no way out. We're surrounded by them. In the distance, the sound of rustling leaves and eerie groans fills the air. They're coming. We need to move, now. The survivors venture deeper into the forest, their flashlights cutting through the oppressive darkness. The forest, once a place of serene beauty, now conceals a terrifying secret that threatens to devour the living. They stumble upon an old, dilapidated cabin. We should check it out. Maybe there's food, weapons, anything we can use. They enter the cabin, which is dimly lit by a flickering lantern. The air is musty, and cobwebs hang from the ceiling. The cabin, a relic of a forgotten past, holds its own horrors as the group searches for supplies to survive the night. Sarah discovers a journal on a dusty table. The forest, cursed. The dead walk among the trees. As she speaks, the lantern's flame dims, casting elongated, shifting shadows on the walls. Did anyone else hear that? They leave the cabin, their anxiety growing with each step. The forest itself is a living nightmare, where trees seem to reach for the living and the earth groans with hunger. They stumble upon a clearing where a group of zombies, their eyes vacant, roam aimlessly. We need to be quiet and avoid them. As they make their way through the clearing, a twig snaps loudly under Mark's foot. The zombies turn and begin to advance towards the group. The survivors sprint through the forest, the relentless pursuit of the undead behind them. In the dark heart of the forest, the line between prey and predator blurs, and the living must run to survive. To head, they find an ancient, overgrown cemetery, tombstones peeking through the tangled vegetation. We can't go back. We have to find a way out of here. The survivors enter the cemetery, its eerie silence in stark contrast to the relentless pursuit behind them. The cemetery, a realm of the dead, now serves as a grim sanctuary for the living. Mark spots a rusted ornate key on a tombstone. Maybe this key unlocks something that can help us. As he picks up the key, a chilling wind blows through the cemetery, causing the tombstones to creak and groan. They continue deeper into the forest, following a winding path. The forest seems to taunt them, its darkness concealing horrors beyond imagination. Suddenly, they hear a woman's voice, distant and forlorn. "Help! Please! Did you hear that?" They follow the voice deeper into the forest. The voice leads them to a foreboding cave entrance. Inside, faintly glowing mushrooms cast an eerie light. The cave, a place of refuge from the forest's relentless horrors, holds its own dark secrets. They enter the cave cautiously, their flashlights revealing unsettling cave paintings depicting scenes of death and decay. What is this place? As they explore further, they come across a ghastly sight. A woman, her body half-eaten, her eyes vacant. She groans in agony. It's too late for her. We need to move on. They emerge from the cave, their faces pale and expressions haunted. The forest shows no mercy, and the living must bear witness to the horrors that now inhabit its shadows. As they venture deeper into the forest, they come across an ancient stone altar surrounded by eerie, flickering torches. What kind of place is this? The group notices a massive ornate door nestled within the trees. Maybe that key we found will unlock this door. We have to try. They use the key to unlock the door and enter a chamber filled with candles, symbols, and ominous statues. The chamber, hidden within the forest's depths, holds the final secret that will determine their fate. Ancient chants fill the air as the chamber comes alive, the candles flickering wildly. What's happening? Swirling vortex appears in the center of the chamber, and from it emerges a towering, grotesque creature. A forest guardian, its eyes filled with malevolence. You have trespassed into my realm. The survivors, frozen with fear, realize that they are trapped. We won't be your prisoners. They grab torches from the chamber and circle the guardian, flames blazing. The survivors escape the chamber as the forest guardian howls in anger. The forest itself seems to rebel, trees bending and roots lashing out. In the heart of the forest, they confront the guardian, the very embodiment of their nightmarish journey. They fight their way through the forest, the guardian's relentless pursuit behind them. The survivors reach the ancient stone altar where they first found the door. The forest demands a sacrifice, and the living must decide what they are willing to give to escape its clutches. Sarah steps forward, offering her blood on the altar. This is our way out. A blinding flash of light envelops them, and they find themselves outside the forest, its eerie glow fading behind them. The forest guardian roars in defeat as the survivors stand on the forest's edge, finally free. And so, the survivors escape the forest, forever haunted by the horrors they witnessed within its dark embrace. The forest stands in the background, its twisted trees an eerie glow, a chilling reminder of the terror that lurks within.